Hey guys, what's up? It's Trunks and welcome to Clash of Sayings. On today's episode, we are going to be discussing the builder base and if you should rush it or not. Now, we all know the answer for the regular town hall that you should upgrade as slowly as possible so that way you have the advantage on your side. But the builder base is completely different. We'll talk about that today. And just to get the answer out of the way, the answer is yes, you should rush your builder base. But we'll jump into the first point of why you should rush your builder base, and that's going to be that you're going to gain new buildings at each builder hall. So it's going to make the percentage for each building go down. At Builder Hall 2, you have access to 10 buildings. At Builder Hall 3, you have 18. Builder Hall 4, you have 23 buildings. Builder Hall 5, you have 31. And now with the Builder Hall 6 out, you have access to 34 buildings. So what does that mean? That means if you're a Builder Hall 2 and you are getting attacked, that each building counts for 10% of your total base and total destruction. At Builder Hall 3, it jumps down to 5.5% per building. Builder Hall 4, it's 4.3%. And then at Builder Hall 5, it jumps all the way down to 3.2%. And then finally, Builder Hall 6 comes in at 2.9%. So you can see that the more buildings you have, the harder it's going to be for your opponent to get higher percentage on you because they will be busy taking out more buildings. And especially if you're in a lower league, rushing up, if you're going to get an opponent that's going to be a lower builder hall than you, then you will easily be able to take them out because their troops, one, will probably be weaker, and then you will have the advantage on that for having more buildings. The second reason to rush your builder hall is that you are going to gain additional defenses. At Builder Hall 2, you get an additional cannon, Tesla, firecracker, and a crusher. Then at Builder Hall 3, you're going to get an additional archer tower, guard post, and then the air bombs. At Builder Hall 5, you are going to have access to the second double cannon, a second firecracker, and then you will get the multi-mortar, which will basically be devastating for anybody trying to come in with giants and archers. The multi-mortar can literally just wipe out those two troops and demolish anybody's attack if they're coming in with that, if they don't know how to use them properly. Then finally, at the Builder Hall 6, you are going to have access to a third archer tower, a second crusher, and then the new roaster. I have not been able to get up to test those out yet. My goal is to try to get up there here relatively soon. I got a couple more things I want to grab, and then I am going to be making my way up to Builder Hall 6, just so that way I can keep pushing. I've been kind of playing casually so far, but my goal now is to try to get up as quick as possible. So now we're on to reason number 3 of why you should rush your builder base, and that's going to be the additional army camps. At Builder Hall 2, you have access to 2 army camps. At Builder Hall 3, you get the 3rd army camp. And then finally, at Builder Hall 4, you will have access to the 4th builder hut. They did not bring out the new one for Builder Hall 6. They said the attacking advantage was just too big for the additional camp space. So they have left it at 4 army camps for now. But getting those additional army camps helps out tremendously, especially if you're going against an opponent that is attacking with one less army camp than what you have. It should give you the advantage to easily be able to take them out. But now we will go ahead, jump into the 4th reason for rushing. You're going to have access to better troops, and you're going to have access to higher troops. And what I mean by better troops is once you get higher up, you're going to have access to the baby dragons. As you can see, I have started using those, and they are very good at being able to just go in and come over the walls and take out opponents. I was using giants and archers before, but once I got to Builder Hall 5 and started going up against that multi-mortar, I learned really quick that multi-mortar can punish archers very quick, leaving the giants just to be standing there by themselves. But the key troops to rush that I have figured out so far, or try to get up, is going to be the barbarians. At level 10, you will have the ability with 4 army camps to have access to 60 barbarians. With the Builder Machine, he does very good tanking and allows the barbarians to easily just get in there and get you high percentage attacks. And then the baby dragons, if you're able to get them to level 10, will give you access to having 3 baby dragons per camp for a total of 12 baby dragons. As you can see, they can do some damage. I only have level 7, and they are able to take out good portions of the bases and allow me to secure wins pretty easily. Even with the Builder Machine, you can kind of send him in and target the air defenses, try to take them out, and then maybe possibly secure some more percentage for your baby dragons so they aren't targeted as easily. Um, Reason number 5, let's go ahead and jump into that. It's going to be this big guy right here, the Battle Machine. He offers a ton of value. As you can see, he has 3,600 hit points at level 1 and is only going to get higher. Once you get him to level 5, you will have access to his ability, which increases his damage by 270%, recovers 800 of his health hit points, and here's the big thing. You can use his ability multiple times throughout the raid. It recharges every 14 seconds, which is huge if you're able to get that ability off a couple times in the raid. He could potentially just wipe out a base alone on his own. So once you get to level 5, Builder Hall 5, getting this guy is a very big advantage to you. And if you're able, like I said, to go against a lower town hall and you have the battle machine, odds are that you are going to come out with the victory pretty easily. Just solely on him alone, he can do a ton of work for you. Then number 6, the reason to rush, finally getting into the final reason, is more loot. The whole aspect of this game is to try to push as high as possible in trophies. And if you are rushing, then pretty much every single reason that we have discussed before will just naturally allow you to push higher. Having more buildings, having the additional defenses, the additional army camps, the better troops, and then if you're at Builder Hall 5 or 6, having the battle machine allows you easily just to push up. When I went from Builder Hall 4 to Builder Hall 5, I had mostly all level 3 defenses. I've been able to get some of them up. But I pretty much went from sitting in the range of about 1,300 to 1,400 trophies, playing nonchalantly, being able to easily push up now, as you can see, to about the 2,000 range. And I was just kind of slowly playing on a little bit more, and then I was able to get the battle machine today, and I was able to push all the way up to almost about 2,200 trophies, and I'm only going to be pushing higher. And so that means that at these levels, my resources that I can get per day have now gone up, allowing me to upgrade my defenses faster. And unlike the regular town hall, where if you upgrade your town hall and you're hitting a lower town hall, you have a loot penalty. There is no loot penalty in the builder base. So Supercell is almost promoting people to rush to get as high as possible. But like I said, once again, the reasons to rush, starting off from probably the lowest one, is the building percentage goes down because you will get those additional buildings. So when somebody's attacking you, they will not do as much percentage for each building that they take out. The second reason, you will gain the additional defenses for each builder hall that you go up. The third reason, you will gain additional camps, allowing you to have more troops when you're hitting an opponent, allowing you also to try to secure that victory more easily. Then the fourth reason, you will have higher troop levels and you will have access to better troops as you progress higher up. The fifth reason, once you get to Builder Hall 5, you will get that battle machine, which, as you can see, he is pretty strong. He's an awesome tank, and that ability allows him to just pretty much annihilate bases. And then reason number 6 is you are going to be able to just naturally push higher and gain more loot. So those are going to be the reasons to rush the Builder Hall base. But if you guys have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them in the bottom. But that's going to wrap up things for today, guys. Until next time, this is Trunk signing out.